Jammeh Commission.
Jammeh Commission. Ah, okay.
2 cabinets, just so we can move fast. If I can direct you to 146. 146 on the minute sheet. It is an invitation to a meeting.
Yeah.
And if you look at the date at 146, the date is the 4th of August, 2021.
Yeah.
Which is inviting
Ministerial Task Force
personnel involved in the Ministerial Task Force. This final report says 28th of October 2020. Yet a subsequent communication invites for proceedings of the same committee, which suggests that this is not final at all. Correct?
Sorry, that's what I have for sure.
No, this is just these are just simple facts.
Simple facts, okay.
The fact is, we have a report here that is dated the 28th of October 2020. Another fact is we have a letter inviting to the players involved in the inter-ministerial committee to have a meeting that should ordinarily be defunct if a final report was issued, correct? So this certainly cannot be the final report, can it? It's just simple facts, Mr. Njie. Do you need time to look at it?
Look at the report or the letter itself?
Both the letters, both the letter and the report.
Probably, yes. I refer to the Ministry of Justice, but that's what we have in our records. So
from your records?
Yes, exactly. That's what we have.
Again, you're here as the master of records.
Yeah.
I'm not asking you to give us any information with regards to the reports, because we know you're not perhaps the person with that knowledge. From the record, what does it seem? It indicates that this is indeed not the final report, doesn't it? Because a subsequent meeting was held.
Okay.
Njie, it's just an issue of fact.
Yeah.
It's just basic facts. Perhaps let me put the question this way. Let me make it simpler for you, Mr. Njie. Once cabinet delegates to a committee, once that committee is done and it reports back, is it the case that that committee is discharged?
It's not discharged till the job is completed.
And its job, what is the indication of its job being completed? Speaking to the mic, please.
Basically, obviously, when you are given a task, you submit a report. And the final report that shows that the job is completed.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So this is a final report I am holding in my hand.
Okay.
The final report is dated the 28th of October 2020. However, we have record of a meeting which, honorable members, is 146 on your document. 146. Inviting members of the Interministerial Committee to a meeting. So it is just simple facts.
Yeah.
This means that there is perhaps another report that is more final than this, perhaps. Njie, any remarks?
Regarding?
There was a question. Is this the final report?
I don't want to say I don't know, but...
But does it seem from the record that this is the final report?
Maybe I have to, I don't want to say, but I have to go back and check.
Is there a possibility that a committee set up to make findings, after making those findings, still meet? Is that possibility? Is there a possibility of that?
Like after completing their findings?
Yes, after filing a final report. Is there a possibility that the committee still meets?
It depends on how it ended. It depends on how they concluded their report. But apart from that, I think when you submit your report, that's final.
Has that ever happened before? So how?
Never.
I don't understand your answer.
Sorry,
it depends.
I think, sorry, let me just put it this way also. Why I don't want to conclude on this report is because...
Speak on the mic, please. Witness, your mic is off.
Sorry, if it is submitted, that's final.
It is submitted as final. Thank you. I would stop here momentarily, Honorable Chair, and hand over the baton to you.
Are you saying you are done?
Yes.
And then the committees can take up?
Okay. Please.
All
Yes.
right. Thank you very much, the State Council. Mr. Witness, now the committee members would ask questions for clarity. So, thank you, Chair, and thank you, Mr. Njie. I will just pick it up from where the late council stopped a bit. I just want to confirm whether you were part of the ministerial task force during their meetings. Do you attend their meetings?
Thank you for the question. No, I was not part of the meeting.
Was the office part of the meeting, to be specific? Was the office of the Secretary General part of the meeting? Do the office take part?
Yeah, what we have here, according to the letter, the invitees were the Secretary General and other stakeholders.
So meaning the office of the SG was really part of it?
According to the letter here, she was invited, or the Secretary General was invited, whoever it was.
According to the letter? Okay. I also want us to look at the report you submitted, number 9, page 96. Folio 96. Moratorium on the sale of forfeited assets of Yahya Jammeh and close associates.
Yeah, I'm there.
If you look at the first paragraph after the comma, it says, we write to inform you that the sale of assets to individual and private entities is to be put to hold till further notice. Subsequently, Augustus Prom should be duly informed to stop all advertisement from immediate effect. The decision is as a result of the fact that the needs of the government has not been properly addressed and appropriately allocated to some of the assets before the finalization of the sales. Assets before the could you tell this committee what could be some of those government needs that are not properly addressed, which led to the halt of the sales?
Regrettably, I have no idea.
You have no idea?
Yeah.
And is there any way for you to trace the ration behind the halt of the sales, reflecting on the claim from the government that some of their needs are not addressed? Because I think it's very important to understand that aspect.
I think when I started here at the beginning, I also talked about how the role of the Secretary General and head of the Civil Service then is unlike now when I am the Secretary of Cabinet and head of the Civil Service. So I tell you, I don't know what capacity was it written or what are, how do you call it, the decision as a result of the fact that the needs of the government has been proven. I have no idea, to be frank with you. I'm sorry. I have no idea in what process.
Yeah, but you know the letter, if you look at it, emerged from the office of the Secretary General.
Yes.
And having the office of the Secretary General to author such a letter, I also want to believe that they should have knowledge of why required. Well, yeah, I think.
I'm still trying to know this issue, but it seems a bit, I have no idea.
Mr. Njie,
Thank you. Yeah.
Mr. Njie, you say you have no idea.
Yeah.
Take a look at the letter. When was it written?
2019.
2019.
Yeah.
Where were you 2019?
With me? I was in,
Occupying that seat?
no, I was not here. I was in London. I was as the child the actor was in London.
But can you tell who was occupying that seat then, 2019? Maybe. Allow him to speak.
No, it's fine. I think everybody sees the Secretary General then, but the current Vice President of the Republic.
All right. If you have no idea about that, then we still have an answer for it, because
Yes, you might not be the actual author of the letter, but the reality remains that you occupy that office. So as such, you don't.
No, I don't occupy the office of the Secretary General.
Okay, which office do you occupy?
Secretary to Cabinet.
Secretary to Cabinet.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Njie,
Yes.
I think if you look at MOJ2, on MOJ2, yes.
The Secretariat could assist with MOJ2.
Yes, if you look at MOJ2, if you have the file before you, then
I have it here. I have it.
You have it?
Yeah, thank you.
I also understand that there was a request made by the government for some vehicles. Just let me check on your report. No. There was a commission order and there was a request made for certain vehicles to be retained for the government. And I just want to understand if that was done and the number of vehicles that were really retained as per the order.
I think I'm just hearing this for the first time. I don't know whether there is any records of that, so that I can check, but I have no knowledge of that.
Okay, what you can do for us is to just do a finding and get us that information if need be. Vehicles that were retained by the government as per the commission's order. Because the commission came up with an order to say certain vehicles need to be retained by the government. And we want to know about those vehicles that were retained by the government. Yeah?
Yeah, good.
I think that is all I have for you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Chair, and thank you, Mr. Njie. Mr. Njie, based on your statement, and when you are apologizing to your first appearance, with regards to the files, the file you are with you there, you mentioned that the file is not closed. Have you ever come across this file before your summon?
Yes.
We once came across this file. Mr. Njie, is this file only meant for the Jammeh Commission, or it has other correspondence different from the Jammeh Commission?
Yes, it's meant for the Jammeh Commission.
It's meant for the Jammeh Commission?
Yeah.
If you can guide me, because I'm a bit confused. When it comes to the issue of confidentiality, that it is confidential. What is confidential in that file?
Thank you. I think in its entirety, I don't think whether the Jammeh Commission obviously is in the public domain. Government don't want to keep, they want at least the public to know that whatever is happening, that is Jammeh Commission, this commission also. So I don't think it's strictly apart from when the council asks in terms of my cabinet minutes. But apart from that, nothing is confidential in this. It's in the public domain. So
there is no confidentiality in it.
Yeah, we have right. So
Thank you very much. I mean, on your statement again on the addendum that you sent to us, paragraph number 2, you contacted the current Vice President, Mr. Manak B.S. Jallo, who previously served as Secretary to and Head of the Civil Service, about his involvement in the ministerial task force. But is he confirmed to you that he never put up any or had not attended any meeting with regards to this report or signed any report, but it seems he was not aware of this task force? Is that correct?
no, he was aware actually, but he has never attended Secretary General then.
But based on this auditorium that
was on page 96. He signed it. He signed the letter for this tax to be taken. Yes. You're right. You have seen it, yeah. You have seen it. And then when it comes to the report, as this final report, do you recall where this meeting was held to draft for the drafting of this report? Sorry, I cannot recall. So is this report authentic? I mean, that's what I have found in the file, so. Mr. Njie, report is not signed, and then there is no attendance list. Because if you look at your addendum, all those the list that you contacted, the minister that you contacted, most of them were telling you they're not aware where they have ever signed any report. It's like they were not aware of the report. So currently looking at the report, there is no name attached to this report. There is nothing like an attendance list or where people sign to authenticate this report. So will you say that this report is not authentic? I find it difficult to conclude here because, as I said, the first letter that I wrote, I did indicate that we don't have the information. It was not like, it was redirecting that because all the assignments were done at the Ministry of Justice. So it was just a way of showing the way where to go and then get all the information right. So it was when I came here, I got this information. Sorry, I think I'm losing my voice. It was when I came here, I got most of the information, and when I went, I cross-checked. I think with my first meeting here, I did explain that. I cross-referenced what we are given, and then we found and I brought it. So for me to sit here and then say it is authentic or not authentic, I think maybe it can be. I don't want to say refer it to the Ministry of Justice, but I think that's what I wanted to say in that letter, that if we can refer to the Ministry of Justice, because they are the people, that's the ministry, the relevant ministry that was chairing it. So, but do you know their mandate, the mandate of the committee? Who? The committee, their mandate, the inter-ministerial committee, you know their mandate? Ministry of Justice. Do you know their mandate? The Ministry of Justice. The task force. Yeah, obviously. What was their mandate? It was to look into the assets of the former president, so. And to recommend to cabinet? Cabinet, yeah. Was that done? Not to my knowledge, apart from what I saw when the chairman himself, that is the Attorney General and Minister of Justice, when he reported back to cabinet, and then that was what I submitted last week. When the Attorney General reported back to cabinet, yeah, but there was no report attached. No, the report came. That thing that I submitted, the cabinet minutes, was accompanied with this. It was the report of the Attorney General. It was part of it. Yeah. So, but I cannot tell whether it was signed or not signed, but is the report that we found in the file. You cannot tell whether it was signed. No. What I know, it is not signed, obviously. Exactly. Yeah. What I'm saying is, what we found in the file is not the signed one. So that was what we found in the file. What is confusing me here, Mr. Njie, is the report is not signed, and among the people that you contacted, their response to you is they are not aware whether they have ever signed anything. Exactly. Yeah. So that is telling us that this is not authentic. They are not agreeing to it. Because you cannot put to them that this was your own report. When they are saying, when they are telling you that they have never signed, some are saying they are not even aware of this task was happening. Yeah, I went extra mile to check on those things, and then what I can confirm is what I have put on pen and paper. It's not signed. They did not sign it. That's what they told me. They did not sign it. Yeah. Okay, thank you, Mr. Njie. Yeah.
Yes, Mr. Njie, thank you so much. I Actually, I don't have a question for you, but I wanted to do a comment. The file on the, because currently you are the Secretary to Cabinet and also doubling as the Secretary General. Is that right?
No, Secretary to Cabinet.
Secretary to Cabinet.
And Head of the Civil Service.
Head of Civil Service. It has been changed.
It has
So,
been changed.
so that file that you're having is a running file under your office, not so? Is that file under your office?
Yes, it's at the office of the President as PRC, as I said earlier. You know, it's
Who is the custodian? You?
is the Chief of Staff.
Chief of Staff?
Yes.
Okay.
You know, as I said, the office has, you know, like Secretary to Cabinet office, and then the office of the President under the purview of the Chief of Staff. So, for me, is apart from the cabinet, taking minutes.
I understand.
Cabinet
I understand.
Yeah,
I know. But since you are now occupying that office, and then you are the one who will be coming here to respond to questions, I think you will do yourself a favor to go through that file and read some of the communications that were coming to the office of the President through on the issue of Jammeh Commission and the properties as well, so that you can offer yourself more with the communication, perhaps to respond to some of the questions if they are posed. Is that all right?
Yeah, I think I'm not sure with that. Because any of these communication, you know, as I said earlier, the office of the President.
No, I understand.
I'm coming later.
I'm only trying to say, because you know the trend of communications, the letters, the memos that have been sent to the office, you as the custodian of the records, perhaps you should be able to just to understand some of the communications when they come, whether when they are attached. I'm not saying you don't have knowledge about the communication if you are not there. If you are not there, you don't know, that is fine. You can say honestly you are not there, and then you will understand. But if you have knowledge about the communication, then it will be better for you to tell us, okay, this communication was meant for this, but whether you know how it ends or not,
you have no idea. That's a different thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I agree with you. Thank you.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. No, go ahead. Go ahead. Yes, thank you very much, Chair, and thank you, Mr. Njie. For me, I have very few questions for you. Mr. Njie, in your answers, you mentioned that some vehicles have not been sold up to now. If I hear you well.
Yeah. Yes.
So my question is, are they still, is there a process, are they still being sold?
They are there. As I don't know whether you have seen what happened the last time when this thing started. The national TV, JRTS and QTV, they are all invited to show those things on news. And I think it was on TV. Everybody saw that the vehicles are still there.
Okay.
Yeah. So they have not been purchased.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, the other issue is the ministerial committee. I want to know whether it is a permanent one or is just an ad hoc one.
It's just a particular issue. Ministerial committee normally is a particular issue.
They constitute it as necessary.
Yeah.
Okay. And then in your write-up, you mentioned in point 8 that you are not part of, you never attend the meeting of the committee, but you added unless otherwise designated. Have you ever been designated to attend? Any of the...
No, in this committee, I was not even in the country, so I was not part of it, neither to be designated as part of it.
Mm-hmm. So you've never attended a ministerial?
No, yeah.
Okay. And then my last question, I think, would be on point 10 of your write-up, where you mentioned that a document is unsigned, which makes it unauthenticated. which document is that one? Do we have the document? Can we have the? Can we know the document?
I think that's what the honorable was raising here.
That's when is.
He raised here.
Okay, we have it. Okay. Okay, then that's fine. I'm done. Thank you very much. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you very much, Chair. Thank you, Mr. Njie. Mr. Njie, ever since you assumed the role of Secretary to Cabinet and head of the civil service, have you come across any correspondence with regards to the Jammeh Commission or the sales of assets of the former president?
Yeah, actually I saw it in this file. That is where I started seeing issues on Jammeh Commission.
Okay, I mean something that will be current. You know, no. That file is historic.
It's still rolling.
It's still rolling.
Yeah, it's still rolling, and that is the only file we have for the Jammeh Commission as I speak to you. Except if there is any decision, but as I speak to you, this is what we have. Except if I go and
have any correspondence require your participation, your input, or your action?
No, at this time, no.
No. You've never received any correspondence that will require your action?
No, absolutely.
Then perhaps you need to make us understand what is the role of the Secretary to Cabinet and what is the role of the Chief of Staff. Can you make this committee understand it too?
Yeah, I think just give me 1 second. Because as I explained earlier, we have, when there was Secretary General and head of the Civil Service, all of us were under the Secretary General and head of the Civil Service. But when the Secretary General's position was abolished, now you have the Secretary of Cabinet and head of the Civil Service. The Office of the President, all files are under the purview of the Chief of Staff. So I, as the Secretary of Cabinet, obviously I concentrate on the meeting cabinet issues for PMO, Public Service Commission, and also the Ministry of Public Service. That is the entire civil service.
Does that mean to say all correspondence now that would go to the Office of the President are addressed to the Chief of Staff?
On particular issues, when it concerns the civil service, it's addressed to me. But in this nature, it can be addressed to the Chief of Staff.
The last correspondence that you had encounters with, who were they addressed to? The ones you said you came in contact with in the file, who were they addressed to?
If I check, I think they were addressed to the Secretary General and the head of the Civil Service. It was abolished.
I mean now, you said the file is a running file.
Yeah.
The last correspondence there was in which month?
This is 17 April 2025.
2025?
Yes.
Who was it addressed to?
Addressed to the Secretary of Cabinet and head of the Civil Service.
Still, all correspondence are addressed to you.
No, sorry, not all of them. This one is in response to our request. I, in particular, if you read the letter, there is a letter before that, folio 180, because that was something that I was following up.
So does it mean to say all issues that relate to the Jammeh Commission or the disposal of the assets of the former president, as it stands today, are addressed to the Chief of Staff?
Yeah, you can address the Chief of Staff, yeah.
I can address to the Chief of Staff, or they are addressed to the Chief of Staff?
They are addressed to the Chief of Staff. And then even if, not everybody knows the procedure. Sometimes you address it to me, but I still know that it concerns the Chief of Staff, so I have to go to the Chief of Staff.
Okay, thank you. The committee will look into that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Mr. Njie, I have a couple of questions. My first question is, Are you aware if sales are ongoing at the Kotu garage where the former president's forfeited assets are?
I'm not aware. Sorry. Thank you.
Okay. Are you also confirming to this committee that the document entitled Final Report of the Interministerial Committee on Properties that have been forfeited to the state pursuant to the Commission of Inquiries into the financial activities of the public, of all bodies, enterprises, and offices as regards their dealings with the former president and connected matters, officially submitted by your office to this committee? Can you confirm that your office, you officially submitted this document?
Yes, we brought it with the file. Yeah, we brought it with the file. Yeah.
Why would you submit a document that is not officially signed to this honorable committee?
Not that I submitted. The investigation, when I came, I was given a copy to go and cross-check. Then when I went to cross-check, I found that it is in our file. It's exactly, we got it from here also.
So you are telling me this file originates from this office?
No. I did not say that. What I'm saying is, we did not submit it like, because the first request, what I said was, we don't have the document. But when I came here during the investigation, I was given the document to go and cross-check whether it is right that we have it in our files. And that is why, when we went, we are able to trace it in our file. Then I brought it, yes, we brought it. I came with the chief of staff. Yes.
Yes, and my question now is, since you checked and you found it in your office, you submitted it officially to this committee, and it's a document that is not signed. I'm asking an explanation, because if you as Secretary to Cabinet receive a document from somewhere else and it's not signed, will you accept it?
That was why, when the letter I wrote, again, I repeat, we referred the entire request to the Ministry of Justice. Probably that's why I'm not saying that's why you have the, but then because since they were chairing, that's why you can have the document. So, but this is what we have. If I had not produced it also, according to the records, that's another thing, because obviously it was in the file.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
That's all I have. The committee will do the needful at the final stages.
Thank you.
Council, any further questions?
Yes, just two questions. I'll keep it short. Mr. Njie, can a document be submitted to Cabinet without it being signed? Or if I can put it the other way around, would Cabinet accept an unsigned document, especially in this case a report?
According to what I normally receive, my own cabinet papers that I receive from respective ministry, all of them are signed by ministers. So now, with regard to this, how it was submitted, with, whether it was the draft submitted to them or Ministry of Justice, I have no idea, because I have not seen any signature. So normally you can submit a draft, but then this one was not signed. So I can't conclude anything regarding the document.
So
that is why I was really definitely just...
can we conclude that it's an anomaly for a document to be submitted, a document such as this document, to be submitted without signatures?
I'm a borrowed from the legal world, like you, but whether we accept documents without being signed, but it's referred to me, so obviously we don't accept documents that are not signed. Because even if you write to the president, if you don't sign, you already send it back.
Thank you. When you were responding to questions from the Honorable, you had mentioned that the press were called to view certain vehicles.
Yeah.
Are these vehicles roadworthy?
Yeah, some of them. Not all of them, but some of them. You know, those big humans, because we wanted the public to know these ones are still here. You know, they have
Was an assessment done on those vehicles?
assessment like
To
to check
establish
whether they are
roadworthy.
roadworthy. During that time, no.
What about in recent times, perhaps before that video or convergence of the press?
At recent time, no, but I think I have to confirm that also with the control of government vehicles, whether they are roadworthy. What we know that, imagine 2016 to now, a vehicle will look like very dusty. Whether the engine start, we have not tested it.
Thank you. Thank you, Honorable Chair.
Thank you very much, Council. Mr. Njie, thank you very much for coming to make some clarifications. In the absence of any other business, meeting will be adjourned till tomorrow, 11 o'clock. Thank you. You are released now. You are released to go now.
Yeah, when you say adjourn, am I coming back tomorrow?
Well, no, for you. The committee will communicate. If there's a need for you to come,
Okay, that's
the committee will, the technical staff will communicate to you. But for now, you are relieved.
Oh, thank you. And thank you very much, all of you. I think we are together in this. So we keep communicating and then see whatever information that we have that are not here, we will also see what we can provide. Thank you. Thank you once again. I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Brikama Area Council, under the leadership of Yankuba Dabo, on Monday officially unveiled the highly anticipated commissioning of a brand new fleet as part of their efforts to enhance waste management and service delivery across the West Coast region. This multi-million-dollar Senaya project marks one
lot longer. If you have, we are maximizing in office.
Because Brikama's commitment to better public services